Welcome to the Intrazone Roadmap Pitstop September 2023 edition. This is a bonus monthly show that answers that burning question in your mind. What is rolling out now for SharePoint and related technology in Microsoft 365? I'm Mark Cashman, Senior Product Manager at Microsoft, here to help set the ongoing record straight. This month, we'll hear more about the recent Copilot news, including a snippet of audio from Colette Stallbaumer from Microsoft 365 Copilot and the newly announced Microsoft 365 Chat. Beyond the breadth of AI news and innovation, we'll focus on everything that landed this month, a few related items, and the always fun teasers looking into next month. This podcast is your 30-minute pit stop to stay ahead of the ever-curving Microsoft 365 roadmap. Okay, it's time to kick back and get informed about all the tech that rolled out in September 2023. As always, we will start with the employee engagement. These are the things that you use every day, maybe once a week, however you do it, to get your message out loud and proud, one to many. Ways that you can communicate throughout the intranet across your organization. The first item is called Answer Analytics in Microsoft Search. These are within the usage reports. So whether you're searching for people, files, org charts, sites, or answers to those common questions that you have, you can always use Microsoft Search throughout your workday to get answers. And now, as search administrators for your organization, you can configure editorial answers such as bookmarks, acronyms, and Q&A within the Search and Intelligence admin portal. These, of course, help you and your users find the right content to complete their tasks in the app while they're already working. So you might ask yourself, hey Mark, that's not new. The new part is, in addition to providing you with capabilities to create answers and guide people to those right answers, we are excited to announce that we have now started providing usage analytics for these answers. And this report is now available under the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. Go to the Settings, Search and Intelligence, Overview, and then you will see Answer Analytics section. So if you're looking for the most popular answer types in your organization, the Analytics Usage Report will have that data. The answer impressions within the graph gives you a split of bookmark, acronym, and QA impressions within your organization. So you can now use this information from the graph to understand the most popular answer type within your org, and then use it to decide which answer type to create so that you can help people solve those search abandonment issues. Or if they're looking to get the best result queries, you can, of course, configure and guide them to do so. So analytics always helps based on what you put in place. If you put in a great search experience, this will always help you refine it to make it an even better search experience. All right, let us turn now to some of those new AI highlights. This came from an event that was in New York City. It was now available on demand. It was on September 21st, where Microsoft announced a series of exciting updates that included the Microsoft 365 Copilot general availability date, hint, hint, November 1st, and that Microsoft Copilot in Windows will begin rolling out in preview to commercial customers beginning September 26th. So already happening by the time you hear this episode. In total, there was news about Microsoft Copilot in Windows, Bing Chat Enterprise, Microsoft 365 Copilot, which is aka Copilot in Outlook, Word, Excel, Loop, OneNote, OneDrive, and yes, a lot more. And as I mentioned, the Microsoft 365 Chat was one of the big new announcements. Now, in this introduction, there's also a Copilot lab that's coming to help everyone learn to work iteratively with AI and get the most out of the Microsoft 365 Copilot offerings and basically how to use Copilot. This lab, hopefully is what it sounds like, is a place for you to go learn how you can turn a good prompt into a great one, how you can share your favorite prompts with your coworkers, and of course, get inspired in the art of the possible, but then to actually try it so that you can see what it is that you can type in, and of course, what you expect to get the results, so that you're ready to get the most out of Copilot when you use it in your environment. As we wait for November, there's a ton for admins that you can do. that you can prepare and get your tenants AI ready. I'm doing some AI air quotes. We've recently launched an admin hub for Microsoft 365 Copilot with lots of documentation that provides a central place for technical content on Copilot to help you get prepared and, of course, to get you more informed. Plus, for end users, there's a new support page that highlights Copilot capabilities across Microsoft 365 apps, which is already live. It's a great resource to help you get started as a user of Copilot. Just go to support.microsoft.com/Copilot. I'll put links to all of the recent blogs and resources that I mentioned here in the show notes and the companion blog for the episode so you can get Copilot ready yourself. So for this, I wanted to round out the AI section with a unique one that's close to the areas that we commonly cover. And of course, it also relates to a team that we often work with because now they're on SharePoint. They are one of those apps on SharePoint. And the big news is introducing Copilot in Microsoft Stream. That is right. Copilot is coming to your videos. We know that videos are one of the most powerful and engaging forms of communication, but when you're looking for specific details from a video, it can be a bit cumbersome and take you a fair bit of time to find what you need. So we are introducing Copilot in Microsoft Stream, which we think will set a new standard for how you can quickly extract meaningful information and insights from those videos across your organization. Whether it's your latest Teams meeting recording, a town hall replay, a product demo, how-to, or on-site videos, Copilot helps derive what you need from your videos in seconds, so you can use it to summarize a video, find those relevant points, ask questions to get insights from the long form or detailed videos, locate where people, teams, or topics are discussed so you can jump right to that point in the video. And of course, like a lot of the value of Copilot, to be able to identify calls to action. Where do you need to get involved so that you can help? If that information was buried in a video, Copilot is going to help dig you out and get you on top of getting that done. Copilot in Stream quickly gets you to the information that you need from videos so that you can maximize your work. Now, before we transition to teamwork innovation from September 2023, I want to play that clip that I mentioned from Colette Stallbaumer, who is a general manager for modern work marketing at Microsoft. And this comes from that September 21st event where she describes about the coming AI innovation. With that, here is Colette.
Time is our most precious resource. And perhaps nowhere is Copilot better poised to tame the complexity, eliminate the drudgery, and help people reclaim time than at work. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant at work. After months of learning alongside hundreds of customers like Visa, General Motors, KPMG, and Lumen, I'm excited to share that Microsoft 365 Copilot will be generally available for enterprise customers on November 1st. In March, we showed you how Copilot can unlock productivity and unleash creativity in the apps millions of people use every day across work and life: Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Teams. Copilot makes you more creative in Word, more analytical in Excel, more expressive in PowerPoint, more productive in Outlook, and more collaborative in Teams. Today, we're introducing a new hero experience in Microsoft 365 Copilot, Microsoft 365 Chat. You got a glimpse of M365 Chat in March, but thanks to rapid advances over the past few months, today we're taking it to a whole new level, going far beyond simple questions and answers to solve your most complex problems at work. M365 Chat has a deep contextual understanding of you, your job, your priorities, and your organization. It's like having someone attend all your meetings, even the ones you skipped. Read all your emails, including the ones you missed. Know what's in every single file, and recall it all at the speed of light.
All right. right, you have that little teaser. There's a ton more to read. I will put a link to the full September 21 event so that you can see the event on demand, where you can hear more from Satya Nadella, Yusuf Mehdi, Colette Stallbaumer, of course, her full section, Divya Kumar, Brett Ostrom, Carmen Zlatev, and of course, there were a lot more demos, a lot of video information to flow into your brain so that you can see, what is this thing called Copilot? What will it do for me? It will do a ton. Beyond Copilot, let us move into teamwork, working one-to-one with a peer, working one-to-few with your full team. Now you can, of course, always get done and collaborate on time or within reasonable sense of organization so you can find what you need, which is where we're going to start. Because now you can favorite and unfavorite additional file types and folders in OneDrive and SharePoint document libraries. This is part of the overall OneDrive home refresh. If you haven't ever used it, there's a favorites pivot, and it was limited in some sense where you could only favorite a couple of different types of files, and we've extended that. So essentially you can favorite any particular file. And so now if you add a file or a full folder to favorites, it's a great way to mark content that is of personal importance and will help you get right to the content that you are looking for. The OneDrive team has made sure that the favorites experience is consistent across Microsoft 365 apps using the same pinning and favorites experience. And within this release, it also includes support for those additional file types that I mentioned. So it goes beyond Office files and allows you to favorite PDFs, image files, video files, CAD files, 3D graphic files, SharePoint pages, SharePoint folders, and more. Anything that you favorite is really easy to get back to because it is in that favorites pivot. So on the home of OneDrive, click the favorites menu in the OneDrive left-hand navigation so that you can find, filter, and see the latest activity, use the file, and maybe at some point unfavorite it once you no longer need the quick access to it. So you can now favorite a lot more things, and I hope that will be one of your favorite things of the September 2023 edition of the Roadmap Pitstop. All right, now sticking with OneDrive, especially if you are a fan of OneDrive, then I have got a timely piece of news for you. Timely in the sense of, well, just yesterday, if you're listening to this on October 4th, on October 3rd, the OneDrive team unveiled a ton of new news about OneDrive across itself, Teams, Outlook, Web, Sync, and more via a really nice webinar with Jeff Teeper and friends and a great blog by Jason Moore that keeps on scrolling. There was a lot of news and a lot of things to look at, so encourage you to watch the video and, of course, read the blog, because the next generation of OneDrive includes new file views, governance controls, creation tools, and Copilot to and on all your files from SharePoint and OneDrive. So you can ask open-ended questions related to an individual file or get a summary of the content to help you quickly search, organize, and extract information. That is the goal, and that is what the team is working on. It's really cool to see Copilot in OneDrive. And the experiences aren't just in OneDrive. They're coming to Teams and Outlook for a consistent and rich file experience across Microsoft 365. So once again, catch the news from the 3rd, read their new blog, Unveiling the Next Generation of OneDrive by OneDrive Vice President Jason Moore, with all the details and a new related episode of Sync Up to go deeper with the product team. I will for sure include all of this and more as highlights and big news in the October 2023 Roadmap Pitstop next month. But certainly if you don't want to wait until then, it is live, it is out there, and you will enjoy it, especially if you're a OneDrive fan. If you're not, you will be after watching and reading all of their news. Okay, next and last item in teamwork, Microsoft Lists with the MSA Preview, MSA standing for Microsoft Account, aka the consumer offering for lists that's in preview, is now supported through iOS and Android, which means the Microsoft Lists for iOS and Android apps now can be logged in and support the MSA Preview. We are very pleased to offer this across both platforms, both now available in their individual stores, the App Store and the Google Play Store. after you install them, or if you already have them, this will come as an update. You can sign into Microsoft Lists with multiple accounts for Microsoft 365 Work and School and a single Microsoft account. That's the MSA. We're excited to see what sorts of information tracking goodness you create during preview and how you will share it all, especially from a mobile device. You can create, use, and share your information with anyone, anywhere, while on the go with a personalized mobile-first experience. Note in the screenshots, we do alternate between the experience for iOS and Android, so you can see what it looks like across both, and I will have links to download each app from the iOS and for Android. And if you haven't yet tried out the list preview, you can join today. It's not too late. Just go to lists.live.com, sign up, sign in, and enjoy on the web and mobile. All right, that brings us to related items. And we're going to start with a Teams related item. This is the Teams channel meeting invitation. Channel meeting invitations will now allow channel meeting organizers the ability to share invites on personal calendars of all channel members. Often channel meetings got missed since users were not appropriately notified about them. And now meeting organizers can turn a toggle button on the scheduling form so that all channel members will be notified of the meeting on their main work calendar. It's always a nice way to have a recurring meeting in the right place, available to the right people by default in the channel, and with a little better notification to those said people, making things just a little smoother and better attended for the meeting organizer once the meeting has been scheduled. Staying with Teams, there's a big introduction in Teams of a new feature called Town Hall. To simplify the virtual event experience, the Teams team put the live event capabilities into the Teams meeting experience. This creates a unique experience for users, whether they're hosting a small meeting, customer-facing webinar, or a company-wide town hall. And as part of this integration and simplification, we are introducing town halls in Microsoft Teams, which effectively is a new experience to host and deliver large-scale internal events. Town halls provide a one-to-many format with advanced production capabilities and a structured approach for attendee engagement. With town halls, customers can host various types of internal as well as external events, including company-wide town halls, all hands, global team meetings, internal broadcasts, fireside chats, and more. I feel like I want to go get marshmallows and chocolate and graham crackers. And as the scale goes up, the experience remains consistent. It's one of those learn it once, use it a lot. Next up, we're going to get personal. At least that's my plan for this part of the episode, one that brings the alliteration by default. Personal plans in Planner. Personally planning personal plans provides perfect personal plans. Today in Planner, two types of plans are supported. Group-based plans, which are shared through the Microsoft 365 group motions, and lightweight plans, which are shared through a simple list of members stored in Planner. We call those rosters. Now, Planner supports a new type of plan called personal plans. Personal plans are shared only with the creator, who is the sole member and owner of the plan. These plans can be shared with the Microsoft 365 group at any time, but will not be accessible by anyone other than the creator until then. This is just like your personal files in OneDrive and personal lists in Microsoft Lists. You have the choice now in Planner, so plan your personal plans accordingly. And while we're getting personal with Planner, there is a new loop component type, the Planner Loop component. With the Planner Loop component, teams that are using the Loop app to collect project information can include plans for Microsoft Planner. When a Planner component is created in the Loop app, everyone can stay in sync, working in a shared space that can also include lists, tables, notes, and more. The component will be available in the Loop app. Other Loop-enabled apps will soon be supported later, for example, Outlook and Teams. So it'll be a common Loop component that you can create across no matter where you create a Loop from. But it'll start in the Loop app for now. So Loop Plus, Planner makes team tasks and project management that much more collaborative and fluid. Last bit of related news, and I think it's one of those that will touch a lot of people, maybe not directly from the cloud, but if you are a Windows user, I wanted to include a little bit of the Windows news that comes with new innovations in Windows 11 22H2. Recently, Microsoft announced new Windows capabilities that enhance accessibility, security, and the overall Windows 11 experience. These highlights include Copilot in Windows, which is released initially in preview, general availability of Windows 365 boot, so you can log directly into Windows 365 cloud PCs as your primary Windows experience on that device, and Windows 365 switch, which goes great with boot because now you can easily move between a Windows 365 cloud PC and your local desktop. There are other things around enhanced phishing protection in Microsoft Defender Smart Screen and the ability to use passkeys instead of passwords to sign into websites and applications that support them, and the availability of never combine mode for taskbar items. A lot of great new innovation, of course, a lot to read. Most of the new Windows 11 features will be enabled by default in October 2023, optional non-security preview release for all editions of Windows 11 version 22H2. Others may roll out gradually. So keep an eye on Settings, Home, Windows Update, and when you get it, enjoy all the Windows newness goodness. Let us move from what's shipped to what is about to ship. Two predictions for you that draw on the future with high certainty. Here are two vivacious Viva teasers for what's coming in October 2023. Teaser number 1, Viva Goals Public Export APIs. That is right, developers, get your engines warmed, get those goals out of goals and into wherever you want to put them with those APIs. Teaser number 2, Viva Topics Bot brings your topic information to your team's chat. That'll be handy. That'll be fun to hear more about next month. That is it with this month's Peek Ahead. We'll share more details and other updates within the SharePoint Roadmap Pitstop October 2023 edition next month. We have added a lot of Learn More links per feature, plus because of some of those event announcements across OneDrive and Copilot. And of course, there are always a lot of great resources in the show notes and in the corresponding blog post on the Microsoft Tech community published to the SharePoint community blog. I hope you've enjoyed this Roadmap Pit Stop. Time to pump your brakes and relax, knowing that you are all caught up. Now, if anything still leaves you scratching your head with open questions or concerns, please send us your thoughts and comments to theintrozone@microsoft.com. We're here to put our and your best change management foot forward. We thank you for taking that step with us into the cloud month after month. This is Mark Cashman saying, personally plan prime AI prompts on the roadmap ahead.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive.
Are you driving your car or doing the laundry right now? Podcasts go best when they're bundled with another activity, like Progressive home and auto policies. They're best when bundled too.
Having these two policies together makes insurance easier and could help you save. Customers who save by switching their home and car insurance to Progressive save over $775 on average.
Quote a home and car bundle today at Progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $779 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states.
It's better over here.
AT&T customers, switching to T-Mobile has never been easier. We'll pay off your existing phone and give you a new one free, all on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/carrier freedom to switch today.
Pay off up to $650 via virtual prepaid MasterCard in 15 days. Free phone up to $830 via 24 monthly bill credits plus tax. Qualifying port-in, trade-in service on Go 5G Next and credit required. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement is due.